No,
opinions on
you're
what
Okay,
we said.
thank you.
misunderstanding the situation here.
You can
Can
listen us
Calgary
from
go?
down there as well then.
Okay, cool. Let's do like this, guys. Okay, we know some things about Somalia, but there are some things we don't know about Somalia, and we are here to learn more about Somalia, the things that we don't know from Somali people.
I'm telling
Clear?
you, Gold is the most uneducated
Yeah,
person on
don't
stage.
listen to
Nah,
this
go,
Yo,
girl. She wants
everyone,
to be
listen,
white.
don't
She
nah,
has a
listen
very
to
Girls,
low
Disrespectful.
that.
IQ.
listen,
Is it
girls,
my
calm
turn to
down,
listen.
speak?
calm
Can
No,
down,
I speak
please.
now?
just because someone has a
Wait,
different
Jasmine, I think it
opinion.
was my turn to
Jasmine,
And
Jasmine,
speak.
Jasmine
Guys,
Jasmine,
sounds
Jasmine.
drunk.
guys,
Hold on a
it
second.
was
Hold on a
Calgary's
second,
turn.
Dula. Guys,
Thank you.
calm down.
It was Calgary's
Calgary,
turn.
it's your
Calgary,
turn.
it's
Yeah.
your turn.
Thank you, brother.
Please go on.
Salam alaikum, first of all.
Wa
Second of all,
alayna alaykum.
this girl Gold is a delusional,
No, no,
self-hating
let's
white
not talk
wannabe.
about the
She's a
Listen,
person,
pick-me.
I
right?
didn't personally
Okay,
attack
we are
you.
Well,
I don't
talking about
attack.
ideas,
okay,
Kalia,
fine.
here.
Let me
Okay,
just
but
speak on what
Ines,
she
Gold
spoke
was
We
about.
are
talking
I won't
talking
about
attack.
about the
me. Hold
culture.
on.
Okay,
Gold was talking about me, and you guys didn't tell her to stop. That's not fair.
exactly,
Please be
Vivi. It's
fair if you're gonna
okay.
moderate.
Nah, this room is
I
Okay,
didn't
we
fucking
are
talk to
weird.
trying
I
to
you.
don't
be
think.
fair, guys. Okay, okay,
Okay,
please.
first of all, listen, I'm not going to speak on her character, then I'll speak on what she said, right?
Okay,
She
go on,
said
please.
that our country was better when it was colonized by the white man, right? I think she knows if she's a Somali, she'll know that Siad Barre is what ruined our country, and he was a president while colonization was still there. So I don't know why you're trying to act like he actually helped our country, or the Italians helped, or the British helped. Just because we had some nice buildings, maybe we had a little bit more money, doesn't mean that our country was doing better. If you want to fuck a white man, just say that. Do that, but then don't diss our men while you're doing it. That is all people ask for. So if you want to go against your people, but don't come for our people
Naya,
while you're
stop
doing that.
caping and carry on talking.
I'm not caping. I'm a
Gold, please
Somali
let
and
her
I
speak.
love being Somali. And I got almost delay
Allah.
First of all. Second
And
of
I
all,
want to make a statement here. I don't support
oh, do you want
Gold's
to
idea
translate that,
here. I
Gold?
don't
Go
support
ahead, since
Gold's
you want to
opinion
translate
here.
it like a pick me. You're
Calgary,
translating everything
please let
people are
me.
saying on
Calgary,
stage.
please let me. I don't support Gold's idea about colonization and Italians and English people in your country. I don't support that idea because every
Mm-hmm.
land is belong to the real owners and which should be ruled by the real people who born and raised and lived there for
Exactly.
centuries. I don't support this idea. I just want to make a statement about this. So I just want
Mm-hmm.
you to know that
But
we are
she was
not
saying
Can
that
I
we're
taking
say
better
any.
off
We are
being
something?
not taking
No,
any
racist.
but
side.
it was a
Let me
president
say
that ruined
something real
everything.
quick.
Our president, hold up, Jasmine. Our president was literally scapegoating different tribes. He blamed
Mhm.
certain tribes for all the issues in Somalia, and that is what caused our country to collapse. It had nothing to do with Italians, British. It had nothing to do with that. It would have happened whenever he became president. And when he was president, our country was actually rich as fuck when all the problems started happening. So I don't really know what like correlation there is or what she was trying to say with that. She just wants to act like our people are incompetent. So if you actually want to learn about Somalis, don't ask someone like this. But like, I don't really get what this room is about though. Like,
That's exactly
Somali
what
men
I
do
wanted
deserve
to say.
Somali
Let
women.
me say something real
Yeah.
quick. First, if y'all really want to learn about Somalian culture and Somali women, if you're truly infatuated,
I
why
come
don't you go
from a
make a sub?
family of
Hold up,
politicians.
gold.
Like
You've been talking all
we
Gold,
day.
had
gold,
this
please, gold,
we
please
had
let
this
Hold up.
Jasmine
debate.
speak.
Let me get
Yes,
to my point. If y'all really want to
please
learn
finish.
about Somali culture, go online, go on YouTube, make a Somali friend, go to a Somali restaurant, visit a Somali mall, go to one of the big Somali diasporas in your area. Because at this point, I feel like somebody broke your hearts, and that's why you want to talk about Somali people. But let me say one more thing.
But don't speak to
I,
Somali people about Somali culture, right? That's
I'm Somali.
what you want to
Hold
say.
up.
Nobody
Hold
said
up. Let me
that.
say.
We're all
No,
Somali here.
Calgary. Hold up. Let me say something real
Yeah,
quick.
how
So
come
Go.
it's
this
like
is what we are
Let me
doing
say
now.
why
something.
are you
No, let me say something real quick.
why are you taking
Guys,
offensive?
let
1
Jasmine speak.
second.
Let Jasmine speak, please. Please
Okay,
go on.
Gold follows me, yeah? I've been in multiple rooms with Gold. Gold has a problem. Gold
No,
has
no, no, that's not
enmity.
right. That's
She's
not right.
mentally
I'm
enslaved.
not gonna allow that. No, 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 that's not right, guys. Like
Why are you
They
sending
even
Okay,
always
if you
spoke
oppose the idea,
spoke.
you
Why
can't
did you send
tell
Dula and
someone
Jasmine
Inas,
down?
she is
Inas, I have a
delusional.
question,
That's
Inas,
not right.
because when
Can
Gold
you
was
bring them?
speaking, she said that I was a liar multiple times. She called out my name. She said that I was
Like
making stuff
you
up.
were
She was saying
doing
bad things
that to
about me,
each other,
and
right? That's
no, I
why
didn't
Exactly.
get
I
to, no,
couldn't
I didn't
kick
get
you both out of the room
no, I
because you
didn't
were
respond to
doing that to each
her.
other. You
No,
were
I
both
didn't.
doing that. No, you
No,
did. You did that.
So
no,
why
I
did you send
didn't.
Dula and
She
Jasmine
Okay,
down
whatever,
instead of
afterwards
guys,
telling
you
the
let her
truth?
speak, and she was
I can't
attacking me.
learn
Guys,
anymore.
we
Okay,
cannot let
I
any
want to
hate
listen to
speech here.
Leal.
We cannot let
please.
any hate speech here. Please
There's no
be
hate speech
respectful
in
to
this.
each
Let
other.
him know the
question.
relocation, bro.
Girls, calm down. Girls, calm down.
I
Please,
have a
Leah,
question.
go on. We want to listen to you.
My question is, if this room is about Somali men don't deserve Somali women, why don't you allow Somali men on stage? Why are you silencing
No,
this
no,
Because
no.
they're
We
platform?
scared
listen
of the
to
black
them.
man.
Supposed
They're
to.
scared
No,
of
no,
the
no.
black
No, we
I
man.
didn't. We are
genuinely want
not.
to know. Genuinely want to know. I want to
Okay.
respect everybody's opinion here. I do want to believe that you guys want to learn, even though there's so many ways to learn about Somalia and the Somali culture. You decided to open a clubhouse room with a very offensive topic, and then you're silencing the very subject of the topic that you have. So where are the men? Where are the Somali men so they can speak
Cool.
for
Where are you
Okay.
themselves?
guys from?
Let me
Are you
just say
guys
this.
Okay.
I'm
all? Are
sorry.
you
I'm
guys
Yes,
sorry.
all?
Emre, please go on.
Please.
Don't
I will
interrupt.
make it.
Emre,
I will
please.
make a
I
small
agree with
explanation.
what Layla just said.
Cool.
100%.
Okay. Nice.
You
Okay. Cool.
can't
I
not
agree
have
with you too.
Somali men in the chat
No,
and
no,
be
no, no,
Okay.
no,
talking
Let me
no.
about
say
Like
this.
Somali men.
we've had them.
Let me
Okay.
explain that. Before you guys were joining the room a few minutes ago, we had some Somali men which were here before and which we have discussed. Just because you don't see any Somali men upstairs doesn't mean that we haven't have taught any Somali men. We talk with Somali men, we talk with Somali women, and yes, we have many other ways to interact with Somali people. And today we choose this way. And the title which we put today does not belong to us. This room title has been going on in Clubhouse for the last 6 months, right or left, this or that, but the same thing. They're always discussing about the difference between the rights that Somali women have and the Somali women don't have. Because Somali men can go and marry with Ajnabi women and they can do whatever they
That's
want.
religion,
But
brother.
yes, I know. And this was the discussion. It's not my discussion. It's not my words that you see on the title here. It's a Somali man words. It's Somali woman words. We heard them before and we put the same. And we are here to interact in a more civilized way. We are not here to accuse anyone,
Okay, so
offense
where are those
anyone.
Somali women?
Exactly.
Rilla,
Listen, there's 5 Somali women on the stage right now. Gold, Lael, Me, Calgary, and Lavish. I'll ask all the Somali women. Do
Why'd
you
you
guys
send two
agree with what
Somali
Gold?
girls
Do
down?
you
That's
guys agree
I
with
do
what
not
Gold is
agree with
saying?
what Gold just
No,
said
none of
at
us
all.
agree with what Gold is
I
saying.
don't
4
either.
Somali women are not agreeing with her. So listen
You
to us
don't
and
have
not
to
her.
agree with me. That's not the. We're
Okay,
not
so
here
you
for
are
you
the
to agree
outlier.
with
You
me,
hate
okay?
Somali men. That's for you.
Listen,
But we do not
calm
hate our
down,
men. So
calm
thank
down.
you.
Don't tell me what
But
Deba,
you
calm
What
two
I
girls
down.
don't
don't
get,
deserve
Calm
any
down.
what I
Girls,
attention.
don't
girls,
get,
calm
hold
calm
up,
down.
down.
hold up. They finally
You're
brought me
acting
up.
like bunch of
Girls, let's
animals.
talk about the
First of
relationship
all,
in Somali.
first
Yes,
of
Like
all,
that.
first
please.
of
Yes,
all,
I
please.
want to ask all of you girls a question. Like, so
Relationships
I
ne
mean,
listen.
ya.
look,
I'll ask
see,
Sen
you a
before
very
net
you
simple
ask your
diyorsun
question.
question, yeah,
gerçekten.
why did you throw
No,
me
no.
down?
I'll ask my
You
question
calm down,
genuinely want to
ladies.
learn about Somali
because you
culture.
hey
were
I
yo,
gave
but
you
interrupting.
good
do let
Because you were
suggestions.
interrupting, Jasmine. Like as you do right now. Okay.
I gave
So
you
Emir,
good
Emir.
suggestions. I
I'll
told you
I'll
go to
ask a very
Somali
simple
Mall.
question.
So, okay, can we speak one
Uh
by one? Levish,
I would
yes.
you
like to
blame
speak
religion
I'll
about
ask
quietly,
a
it.
but we're
Nah,
simple
not
I
here
don't
to
get
question.
hold you
why
guys
you throw me
Okay.
down. I
interruptions.
was
Let's
about to
talk
get
about
to a
that.
really good.
Please, please.
Whenever I talk, you guys
I want to
interrupt
change
me.
the
That's
topic.
why I have
Like
to
I'm
talk
not learning
loud. But you
How
anything.
guys
are
didn't
okay? I
interrupt
want
Really,
to know
Gold.
how can we
You
change
know,
the
please,
these
please
topic
calm
women are
down.
giving us
when it
headache.
says
Can you
Somali
take
men
them
don't
down?
deserve Somalian women?
No, I'm not gonna change the topic. I'll
Gold.
stick
These men
into
aren't
the
gonna pick.
relationships. Okay.
At
guys,
this
I
point, I
just
Come on,
feel
want to
like
make
come on,
something
For
more
one
come
clear.
on,
topic,
come on,
calm
guys,
down.
guys. I can't hear myself. Okay, calm down.
I want to say
My
something.
question is, okay, Emre. I'll ask my question,
Yes.
and then you can say something. It's a very simple question. Like, can you have girlfriend, boyfriend relationships in Somali? Because before you girls, like there were some guys telling us about you can't have girlfriends or boyfriends in Somali. And he said that you can only have marriages. Okay.
can I
I want to
ask
know
where
if
you're
this
from,
is right or
please?
not.
These
This
Okay,
niggas are
I want
Turkish
to
taking
know
this
man
if
shit
this
is
is
too
right or
hurt.
deep.
not. Guys,
Okay,
that's what that's
hold
what we
on,
were
Emir.
told. Okay. I
Bakar
want to
mısın?
know the truth about that.
What type
Okay.
of
Bir
And
dakika,
boyfriend
that
are you
is
I
talking
would
bir
about?
dakika
prefer if
lütfen.
you asked us one by one because these people are.
Gold, please.
yes, I'm gonna ask.
First of all, can we let Mike tell something? Mike is trying
Ya
to tell something.
Ercan gerçekten ne istiyorsan
Somali
ekmek gerçekten
gagaruda ba.
magza ne?
Why? What is he
Mike,
speaking
please
in
speak in
Turkish?
English. I know I understand Turkish, but it'll be disrespectful to
Tamam, but
others.
what do you
Okay.
guys
No,
We
those
don't
want?
speak
who
a
Like, if
white
you
understand
can,
man's language,
understand.
bro.
Somali
Okay.
is
What's
a
I
the
don't
real
know.
point.
Okay.
Yes, what
Yes.
do you want?
but
We
please,
want
what do you guys
Somali
Okay.
want?
women
Ercan,
voices to
Ercan,
heard.
can
لحظة
you
bir dakika
explain
bir
why you
dakika
wanna
لطفا bir
learn
dakika
about
bir dakika
Somali
Enis bir
culture?
dakika لطفا we have Hatay for instance, you cannot have relationships over there, right? You can talk about Turkey, it's your country. If you
No,
really
you can
worry
talk
about
about
women,
Turkey.
go
You
talk
can
about
Mike,
open a
Turkey.
room
Yeah,
Mike,
and talk
Mike,
about
let,
Turkey.
let,
It's
sanane.
that
Neden?
Mike,
easy.
guys, let me explain it
Exactly,
again.
sana ne?
It's gonna be the
Sana
fifth
ne
time.
gerçekten?
Sanane,
Mike,
wallah,
Mike,
sanane,
Mike,
for real.
Jasmine, let me please explain why we are talking about this subject.
It's
This is
because
gonna
you
be
want
the
a
probably
Somali girl.
17
That's
times.
it.
I'm explaining the same thing. Could you guys please mute your microphones, please? I got a job offer from Somali in a construction company that I'm gonna be moving
Hangi
Somali for
company?
work.
Hangi
Right.
company? Hangi?
This is so specific. This is personal
nerede şehir?
question.
Nasıl yani specific now? No, I really want to know.
No, that will be too
Which city
personal,
and
Thanks,
which
Mike.
Mike,
No,
for
country?
real,
this
He
is
because
has
the
at
the
this
right
point,
not to
somebody
no
answer
just
your
guys.
blocked
After
her.
questions.
this
Okay.
conversation, I don't want
He
anyone
doesn't have to
waiting
answer
in the
all your
door
questions.
of the in the gates of the company's building. So I'm not gonna tell the
Ain't
company's
nobody
name.
finna protest. Nobody
All right.
care.
Could you please let me speak, guys? Please. We can be more civilized, all right? We can talk one by one. I'm explaining our issue, our subject and intention here. I'm gonna be moving to Somali in 3 months if I accept the offer. So I'm trying to understand the relationship and personal life, how people react to foreigners, and if I do something, if I approach to a woman, how am I gonna be treated
You
there?
can
I
judge
So
في
this
suggest
is
you
الدنيا
my
and
don't.
work.
I'm
watch
gonna
what
give
the
you a
بشر.
I suggest you perspective. don't.
Okay, let's
Let
go
me get
one
let
by
me
one.
give him
Okay.
perspective.
Okay, let's
Let
go
me
one by
start real
one.
quick.
Jasmine, okay, now your turn. Okay, then
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
I'll
you.
let
Listen.
Lavish to
I'd
talk.
like to
Then
speak
I'll
after
Oh
I
you,
my
want
Jasmine.
Lael
God.
to talk. Okay,
Let me let me let
that's
me
the order.
save all of
Okay,
y'all breaths real quick. Listen, you about to go to Somalia, right? There's gonna be three types of females, okay? First of all, what you want from a Somali female? Are you trying to fuck one while you're there? Because
No,
I don't know at
no.
this point.
Are you trying to
If
have a
you let me
Somali
explain, if
girlfriend?
you let me
Yeah.
explain, I will
Because that's not
explain
gonna
my intention.
happen. If
Guys,
you're
you're
in
No,
not
no,
letting
no,
me
no. Let
talk.
me
Somalia,
no,
tell you.
that's
There's
not the
three
Guys,
point,
bro,
types of
Jasmine.
guys,
girls
That's
in
like
guys,
Somalia,
how
guys,
bro.
do human
guys,
relationships go?
I'm
Okay,
about
guys.
to tell you.
that's
I'm
what
about
we
to tell
wanna
you.
know.
Jasmine, could you
You
please
can
let me
fuck
speak?
Calgary. She's a cheap
Gold,
whore.
please, gold, please,
Nah, he
guys,
called
please,
me
Just
Gold,
say
alone.
please,
that you
gold. Don't
wish
do
you
that.
could be
You
me
can
because
fuck a
you'll never
giraffe in
be.
Kenya.
Yeah, you
Okay.
good.
guys,
You good.
guys.
Oof.
Gold,
Why
you're
are
a
you guys
hater for
moving
real.
Guys,
Calgary?
Why
It's
would you
so
do
hard
that?
to understand you. It's so hard to understand you. Jasmine, what's your question? Please ask
Okay,
us.
let me say
Very
something to you.
simply.
Very,
Okay,
very
very simple.
simple. Very simple to you. You're gonna go to Somalia, yeah? You're gonna go work there,
Jasmine,
right?
let me explain my thing, and your question will be answered already. You don't need to ask the
Listen,
same
cuh.
question again. Let
Okay,
me
go
speak.
ahead.
All right, let me speak. I'm going to move to Somali, so I'm gonna be there for at least
Somalia, Somalia, not
Somalia. I'm
Somali.
really sorry about my pronunciation. I'm really sorry if I offended you. I'm sorry. All right, I can tell how I don't know how much I can tell you that I'm sorry about pronouncing your country's
It's
name
okay.
wrong.
Don't.
I'm
It's you now.
sorry.
You know.
All right, I'm gonna be moving there in 3 months, and I'm gonna be there at least 3 years. All right, but I may decide to stay there for the rest of my life. So you never know what is waiting for you there, right? Whenever you go, wherever you go, you don't know what to expect. So life can make me a surprise there, and I may want to stay there and live the rest of my life. All
Can I
right,
give you
guys.
some advice?
Could you please let me
Let him
speak?
finish real
If you
quick.
Okay.
don't, I'm not gonna let anyone talk back to me. All right, please let me finish. So if I what am I gonna be expecting? What should I expect when I'm approaching people, especially women there? Because I'm a single,
Okay.
healthy man. All
Okay,
right.
I'm about to tell
Brother,
you right
this
now. I'm
PTR
about to tell
nothing.
you right now. I'm about to tell you right
Can
now.
you
First of
chill
all,
down for
no,
two
listen.
minutes,
Let me.
Jasmine? Chill.
You're
Listen.
not listening.
First of all,
You're just thinking about what to say.
Jasmine,
All right.
can you
You
calm
no,
need
down
to
a bit?
listen.
Can you calm down a bit,
now
Jasmine,
You
this is
need
please?
to
just how
listen and
Somali girls
understand.
talk.
All right, Jasmine.
Yes,
You need
I
to
understand.
listen and understand what I'm
Now
saying, and
listen,
then you can respond
But
to
you
me.
have to
you're,
be prepared for that because when you
bro.
go to
I'm about to tell
Somalia
you.
and girls are talking, be prepared for them
Be
to talk a
prepared
certain
because
type
this
of
is just
way.
what we are. This is
No.
how we're like. Let me say something to you.
We
First of all,
naturally yell.
yeah, we naturally are like this. You just experienced it
Okay.
from D. Now you experience it from
Yeah, it's
Jasmine.
nice to learn. Go.
Yeah,
Jasmine,
You're
are
the
you
first girl I ever
living in
saw.
Somali?
of
Jasmine, are
course
you
I'm
living
fucking somebody. So I talk about Somali issues.
are
Now
you living
listen.
in Somali right now?
I've been to Somalia. Listen, I'm about to explain to you. Somali girls in Somalia, Most of them that are there are not the diaspora. Everybody you have on this stage is from either England, America,
Exactly.
or Canada.
Exactly.
The women that you have on this stage have accesses to other things. Women in
Mm-hmm.
Somalia are different. I'm telling you right now. They like gold, they like money, and they just want to get married. They're not gonna give the pum pum easy. They're
They're
not
not
like
dating. There's no girlfriend.
there's no dating. Here in America, here in England, here in the Western country, we date. That's what we do. That's just us, because we're Western. You're about to go to Somalia, what you're going to find is what you Turkish people like submissive women. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get
That's
a
not true,
virgin.
actually.
You better
That's not
tell
true.
them, Jam.
I'm not trying to be mean, but you're going to get a submissive woman who's never had sex. So good fucking luck. If that's what you want, if you want a pure girl, go ahead and date a Somali girl. But here's another problem. Nobody's
No,
gonna
I'm
want you. You know why
sorry.
nobody's gonna want you?
Look at his
Because we like to
PTR.
marry.
Yeah,
Now listen.
you're very
We
informative, Jasmine. Thank you, by the way. Please go on. Yeah, I'm learning
yeah,
a lot
I'm
about
telling you right
Somali right
now.
now.
If you want a Somali girl, get you a Somali girl from the diaspora. Okay, it's
A
not difficult. Go.
westernized. Yes, exactly.
Yes, there you go, Lavash. Also, let me tell you something
But
else.
Jasmine, can I ask you
Somali girl.
something? Do you think they will be able to compete with Somali men? Because look at their faces.
Shut the fuck
What?
up.
Bro, I'm
Excuse me?
serious.
Shut
Let's
the
be
fuck
Do you
honest.
Mike,
think
Somali
Mike,
Okay,
men.
please
no, no,
don't
no.
don't
Now this is
humiliate
Mike,
do you
me.
actually
think those
Look,
guys
Nah,
come on,
disrespectful.
nah.
bro.
See,
please look
Are
at
okay.
you
my
talking
No,
picture.
about
I'm
Lavash.
a
I'm
Somali?
gonna
handsome
say,
Jasmine,
guy.
do you think those
Lavash. I'm
Adam
gonna say
men
Okay.
will
what
be able
what
to compete
what
with
Come
Somali
everybody
on,
else
men?
is
Mike.
Are
on
you
their
serious?
mind.
Come on, Mike.
Y'all,
I'm a
y'all.
Mike,
I'm
that's
a handsome
racist.
guy. Come on.
That's racist.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
say
racist.
what's
You're
on your
white,
mind.
bitch.
You are hungry. You are deprived. You want a
Period.
taste of a Somali girl. That's
Tell
it.
them.
You
And he
Somali
can.
girls.
He can.
Somali
Why
girls
not?
are beautiful. We get it. Okay. You
Gold. No
can't.
one's talking to you.
No.
Shut the
Look
fuck
on
up.
everybody on this stage here with their PTRs. All of us is hot. We get it. You want
Yes,
us. Okay.
you're all hot.
Okay. We
Yeah,
get it. So
Only
because
here's what
only
you're
that.
here's
you're
what you
so
do.
beautiful, and Somali men are so
I
handsome.
wouldn't
Like
say
Okay,
we
shut
love
the
is
fuck
like you
up.
beautiful.
all.
Yeah,
Just
so you
listen.
have no
Here's
flaws
what you
there.
do. Here's what you do. You find a Somali. I'm being nice to you. I could be cussing you out at this point. You feel me? For
Yeah,
making this
yeah.
room.
I
Cause
Facts.
I understand,
nah,
Jasmine.
because
This is
Please go on.
nah,
disrespectful.
Like I'm
because
having so much fun.
Sanane, listen, nigga.
Jasmine is
You
wild.
now listen. You gulag women
So
who have
Yasmin,
opinions.
Yasmin, can I take girl from Somali and
They're not
maybe
gonna want you. I'm
They're
gonna
not
be
gonna want
honest
you.
why
with you
not?
right
Another thing,
Why
now.
not?
you're because we
Maybe
These
she
marry
women
our
are
own. We like
lying
our
to
own
you.
people.
Can I speak,
Because
please?
Gold
Somali women
wants
in
you.
Somalia
I thought
marry
Lavash.
that you
Somali
guys
men.
don't like
I
women
got
that
Wait,
this.
are
I
who's
got
hot.
you,
who's
yeah,
speaking
Lavash.
but you are
evidence?
Gold
abroad.
wants you.
They're
Gold wants
But
speaking
you
you.
are
about the
abroad. You said
Somali
you're dating
woman,
Take
with
but
another
Gold's
they're not
You
even
number.
guys
Somali.
don't want women
Guys,
though.
They
That's
can
guys,
the
have their
problem.
I
turkey.
can't
They're not even
understand
Somali.
anyone right
Yasmin.
now.
Yasmin, you
Okay.
said you're living abroad, right?
Yes, I'm a Danish American
And
citizen. You have
okay,
nothing to
and you're
offer
dating
me.
with another ethnicities.
None of your business. But
These
Okay, but
listen,
these
you do.
unmet. These
So
women are
why
lying to
That's
you.
not a
Okay.
rude
any
question,
woman
If
in
you
Jasmine.
Somali can't do it?
It's so
you
simple.
will find a Somali women in Somalia and in the
nah,
West.
I'm
These women are
telling you
Okay,
lying.
right now,
I
The
will go to
Somali
only
Somali
girls,
and take one
listen.
and come to
The
Turkey
only
back.
condition.
Come
No,
Somali
back
no.
to
girls
Can I
Turkey
back
ask
and we
home.
will
something?
live
Wait,
here.
wait. Can I
Oh my
ask
god.
something to you guys as
What's the
moderators?
difference?
I'm
Wait.
telling
Don't
you, you can even have four.
Don't listen to Gold. Gold
Guys,
wait.
is
Can I
please,
ask a
please. We
question?
are not talking about sex. We are talking about marriage. We are
But
talking
this
about
is
romance.
Yeah,
screaming
yeah,
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 let the
yeah.
one
Can I
man
fetishization.
ask
speak.
something?
It's giving
Hold up.
fetish vibes.
Can I ask something to the
complete
mods? Wait.
fetish.
So like, do you guys even like women? I'm so confused. I thought all you guys were gay.
That's funny.
Like
If it
dead
is a
ass.
Guys, I'm heterosexual, but
Calgary, you
I,
feel
I
me.
Okay.
and I'll
me
I
too.
see.
All
never
right.
I
I'll
see.
Okay.
never go to
I
I have a
see.
Somalia.
Wait,
question.
like
But
dead
I
ass.
He's.
Like
want
you
to
guys are
learn your
actually
culture.
straight
You don't
Turkish
want to
men?
learn your culture because I
I'm so
literally just
But
told you
confused.
go to a
Facey wrote
Somali
me.
restaurant.
I
He
can't
dated
learn
with
because
Somali
you're
woman.
talking over each other.
I'm
Okay,
not
That's
you
sure if
can
why.
you
learn
guys are
all the
that straight.
Somali
Wait, hold
culture
up.
you want, but you will not be Somali and you will not understand it from a Somali point of
That's
view.
it.
Okay,
I'm
nice.
about to tell you right
I will
now.
mute.
You want a
I will
Somali
mute.
girl? I'm about to
I
tell
will
you.
mute
Go.
all Somali girls now in this stage. I will mute them. Don't interrupt. Don't talk over talk to anyone.
Listen, ka.
Do not over talk to anyone. If you do it, I will put you down in the audience
I
like this so you learn how to listen first, okay? We have some Somali men here which will talk about what's going on. I have invited them up to the stage. If there is any Somali man who wants to talk, we can talk. We are not here to accuse anyone. We made our intentions very clear. You are here to accuse and just, yeah, what you're doing is not very acceptable from our perspective. We don't want to be Somali, okay? It's not our priority. It's not our intention. My friend who can go there because he had an offer from a company. And if he wants to go, we want to learn more about it. And if you want to talk about it, then yes, let's talk. We are here to talk about relationship, love, dating, marriage, and things like this. Okay, we don't want to be Somali. We don't want to like change the culture there. We don't want to change anything there. We just want to learn and understand. Okay, Facely, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys, bro.
You have been listening for a while now. Is there something that you want to add?
Okay, what I know about Somali women is, I mean, I'm dating myself a Somali woman, and they are pretty hot. I'm gonna say that. And a lot of them, I mean, those are met.
Wait,
I
where
mean,
are
my
you from?
girlfriend. I live in the U.S.
Are you Somali?
No, I'm
Oh,
not Somalian.
you
Thank
can
you.
see
Let's
it's
bring up
Uh,
Somali men,
just
please.
to just to understand, Facely, like, were you born and raised in Somalia?
No,
Sorry.
I'm not. I wasn't born and raised in Somali, but I met a Somali woman, and I have a Somali
Mhm.
girlfriend as a girlfriend.
Okay, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Do you have any close relationship with your wife's parents?
Uh, are you talking about her parents or my parent? What do you mean?
Her parents.
Oh, no, 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 no. I think, okay, this is the thing. You can be dating them, but if you want to meet their parent, you have to marry them first.
Have you been there? Have you been to Somalia?
No, I've not been to Somalia yet.
Okay,
Are you
so I
Muslim?
don't think that.
Yeah, I am Muslim. Yeah, I am.
Alhamdulillah.
Yo, can I
Yeah.
ask a question, please?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
So go ahead.
Okay, my question is for I don't know how to pronounce your name. Emery,
Emre.
and
However you
Erkan.
wish. However you wish.
Okay. My thing is, yeah, okay, the title we understand, but my thing is, yeah, why do you keep bringing the LGBT community into the Somali issues though? Like, are you guys gay or
Good.
something?
Good. It's not about our choices about sexual perspectives. We have discussed about the ruling political party, how much the military power, how much power the military has, how much people make in one day. Is there a huge difference between rich and poor in the country? What are the cultural things? What daily life like? And if you were not here while we were discussing them, doesn't make us gay. I
Okay, can
hope you get
I
your
just
question.
answer your question again? First of
I
all,
haven't asked you any question. I
I've
haven't
been
asked
here
you any
since
question.
you guys. Okay, I've been here since you guys opened the room, and the topic that you guys keep bringing up is, oh, is it okay for two same gender people to hold hands? Is it okay for them to date? If you're not part of
What is
that
the political?
community,
Are
why
you
keep bringing
Somali?
it up though?
Are you Somali?
Yes, I am Somali. Can you
What is
not
the
see my
what is the
bio?
ruling what is the ruling political party in Somalia?
Okay, but if you're not part of that community,
What
why
is
does it
Hey,
it?
don't
concern
What
you?
is
tag
Why
it?
her
does it
so much.
concern you though?
What is it? Tell
If
me
you're
what is the
not
ruling
part of
party?
the community, why you keep mentioning?
Then you should just learn about your country and then come and criticize other people, right?
Oh wow. Listen, you
Exactly.
I'm gonna give you guys one advice real quick.
I don't
When you're
I
going
don't need your
into
advice. Thank you very
another,
much.
here's the thing.
yeah. Thank you for
Yeah,
remembering.
it's so hard to speak in this room.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, Somali. Well, not all
Guys,
of us. Okay,
oh,
some of
just
us
calm
are
down, guys.
civilized.
Like, we're not hostile here, okay? We just want to learn.
What I don't understand
Merhaba,
is
guys.
Maybe the title is too provocative for you, but
why
we're not
everybody is
impacted.
yelling. I don't understand that.
Yes, exactly.
Because
That's my point.
Can
majority of
I
them
say
have
something to you
Cool,
guys?
please.
ADHD.
Cool, please. We will let you speak. Everyone who raises their hands.
Mhm. Yes, let's
But please let
hear
us.
Lioness.
كنت بالميم. Can I speak?
Please go on, Lioness. Please go on.
Okay. So I just wanted to say biz Türk erkekleri seviyoruz.
By the way, like, if you can speak English, we
Okay.
will prefer you
Uh,
to, because
Yeah,
not
yeah.
all of our,
Yeah,
not all
I just
friends
want to
are
say
here.
say something to
Understand that?
Turkish people, right?
Yeah, that's nice to hear. Good.
Biz seviyoruz seni ama Somali erkekler sen bu konuşmuyoruz. Please konuşmaz yok. Biz Somaliyiz. Biz beni vatan seviyoruz. Okay? Çok
Mhm.
saygısız bu title. Çok. Teşekkürler.
Yes, thank you. We are aware of this, and I just mentioned that it doesn't belong to us. This is a copy paste title from a Somali woman. All right, and I received some message from some friends, and I want to continue talking with the Somali men, please. Where are you? Fargo, can you please raise your hand?
Yeah, one of the guys wanted to come up, but he said it's not a fair room and he left. He had his hand up for like 30 minutes.
No, this is me. I'm right here.
No, one of the other guys who did it wanted to come up, but it's okay.
Is it Adnan?
All right, Fargo, would you like to talk about the topic here?
Yeah, I do. I do. What makes you guys think that Somali men don't deserve Somali women?
This is the question we are. So before
Evet.
all you guys, Lioness,
Cevap yok.
Lioness, please. Before all you guys come here, there was a Somali woman here. She said she was living abroad, but she talked a lot of thing about Somali men, and she was all speaking like gold here, and she was like she said a lot of things and were not good things. I don't want to say the same things and tell the same stories all over again, but that's why we didn't close the room. And when you started coming here, we just wanted to ask the questions to you, and we are getting. I think we are progressing here, and we all learn how to speak, how to respect our speeches, right? So anyone wants to say anything, but please let others speak. Don't interrupt each other. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your respect, and thank you very much for all your helps.
Okay,
We
can
are
I
here to
talk?
listen. So I'm waiting Fargo to make a statement about the subject without asking
All right.
questions.
So you said that this Somali woman came on here and she was talking about how one man did all this. I don't know what he did to her, but you say he did a lot of terrible things to her. What does one isolated case have to do with the rest of us as a population?
We are trying to understand here. We are not making any judgments.
Let
We are
Because
trying
so,
to.
from
let's
my perspective, growing up in a Somali family, I see the way my dad treats my mother, and it's very respectful. And I don't see how one isolated case can make it so all of us don't deserve
So
Somali women.
that's
Like, I don't get that at all.
listen. Let us listen your story. So prove us the other way. That's why we are here. That's why we are trying to
I
understand.
got you. I got you. I got you. Number one, we don't hit our women at all. We don't touch our women. We let them, like, we treat them as if they're our vice presidents. You feel me? We don't.
That's a
We don't.
lie.
Ask this
No.
question.
On
Can I
some
ask?
on some on some on some realistic like on some realistic shit. We fucking we don't just blindly make decisions by ourselves. We go to our significant other and we ask them how they feel about a certain subject. Like,
Fargo, can I ask
we
you
don't.
something? Are you living in Somalia right now?
Am I living in Somalia? No. I've been to Kenya, I've been to Somalia, I've been everywhere.
But we are talking about the country,
The
not
country.
not
What is
only the people.
the
We are
the
people
country is
in Somali.
what is the country like? What do people do in the country that makes it different for other men?
But people in this very room told us the different stories, right? So people told me that don't go there, don't approach any woman in Somali. So it won't end well for me, right? We heard all the stories.
If you go to Somalia and you want and like try to get a Somali wife,
Yeah,
there's like just like everything else, there's steps to doing everything. You feel me? If you want a Somali woman, you can't just go to our country and just snatch her up. You feel me? That's not how it works. You gotta take the basic steps to, securing yourself with a queen. You feel me?
yeah. I was asking those questions. If it is possible to date someone, and I'm not talking about having sex in the first sight, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking
You're
about
talking about getting to know someone
respectful
and
relationship.
possibly building a future with that someone.
Yes, but they don't. They told me that in this, the people in this room told me that it's not possible. I need to ask permission.
What if I told you
Her
the
father
same thing?
first.
My apologies for interrupting you, but what if I told you the same thing goes for us too? Like, say I'm a Somali man and I want to go date an Arab girl. I don't think an Arab man wants me to,
I don't care.
like you don't care. You personally don't care. If I was a dad and Arabic man wanted my daughter, and he presented himself as a great human, I would
They
be
are
down for that. You feel
Turkish,
me?
not
But
Arab.
can I tell you something, Fargo? I need you to
You're
know
not
that
even.
we're Arabs. Right? We are not
I'm just
Arabs.
using that as an example. I'm not saying
I'm
he's
talking
Arab.
to
Yeah,
I'm
you.
using that as an example.
yeah. We are not Arabs, and I don't know any idea about the Arabic
Yo,
culture.
there's a list of guys that want to come. Daher wants to come. Jibs wants to come. Voice Raw wants to come. Aisha wants to come back up.
Yes,
Jasmine wants to
Calgary,
come
but
back
we've
up.
been we've been watching
All these
when we let
Somali
more than
men are
two
in my
people
back
here.
channel asking to come up.
Calgary,
You're
you're not
scared
listening.
of a black man. You are.
I am not scared of
Yes.
anyone. But you're not letting me speak. That's why we don't let thousands of people up here. That's why we are trying to speak here. When we let more than two people in the stage, we cannot talk. You
So,
start fighting each other. You start yelling us. You start cursing, and that's why we cannot speak.
Can I
That
ask a
we don't
question?
let all the people here. If I let more than five people here, it's gonna be a chaos. Chaos, right?
Yo,
So
Erkin,
Erkin.
can
So
I
now,
ask a
now I'm
question
asking you.
to Fargo? Fargo, so what are the steps to get a Somali woman, as you say?
You have to talk to her family. You have to get to know her family. You have to pay the necessary mer that they want you to pay for their daughter. That's it.
But
If the
You're
family
gonna
likes you
pay
and the
for
family
the
sees
daughter?
you, if the family
Is that
sees
right?
you as
yeah,
someone that
Did
they
I
man.
can
hear correct?
trust with their daughter, of course he's gonna let the bird flock from the nest. You feel me? But if he
Okay,
sees
Fargo,
if he
I
sees
have a
you as
question.
something,
Turkish faggots.
Because I mean, I myself, I'm dating a Somali woman, and she was like, man, I have to pay like 50K, at least 50K for her. Do you think that's realistic?
realistic,
Well,
50K. I don't think realistically speaking, if you don't have it, I don't like. There's some girls in the world they're not gonna. There's some girls that are gonna say they want that 50K, and there's some girls that are gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna let you pay off that 50K slowly. You know what I'm saying? You can finance her. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see like
But
like you have to
imagine if
understand
I'm
back
paying for
home,
a woman, if
back
I'm
home,
paying,
back home. They're
it looks
giving
like
they're
I'm
giving
paying for
so many
something,
camels
bro.
away for a girl.
yeah,
And
Faithfully, and for us Somali men, they do pay that amount. Some even pay up to 100,000. Okay, so it really depends on your income.
hundred
so
thousand
if I
what?
So,
pay, if I
and
pay, I
yeah,
can
there's
take any
some
Somali
women. It
woman.
depends on the income. Yes, some people pay 30,000. Some people pay
Yes,
50. It really depends.
if I pay more, can I get one Somali woman?
you can't just buy. They're
We're
not they're
not we're
not
not for
items that you
sale,
can just
Umut.
buy
Okay,
though.
we're not for sale. We're not.
Okay, what I think, Almut, I think what I think is you have to talk to the girl first, and if she agreed to be with you, now you can go talk to her family,
That's
and the
exactly what I've
family
been
would
trying to say.
ask,
That's how it is. Yeah.
the family would
So,
ask like
so her
how much
family
they
put the
want.
price.
Yeah, and you have to pay her too. That's what she told me. You have to pay the family, and you have to pay her too. So
It's
I
If
it's
I
mean,
it's
don't
a
pay,
Islamic. It's a Islamic
so if I
minimum
don't pay,
rate.
what will happen?
if you don't pay, you won't get her. Or I think
I
I
can
think I
kidnap
mean
her.
if she really like you, her they might compromise, and ask you for less if she really like you. Or as Fargo say, maybe you're gonna do a payment.
Yeah,
But
I
me,
would advise you to go for Somali Bantu communities.
hmm,
You probably can get them for free, you know.
what did you say? How can I
Wait,
get for free?
What? What? I
who
didn't
Yeah,
said
Yeah,
understand what
that?
you said.
go for the Somali Bantu community. They're not
Um,
very
Bantu
hard on
community.
well,
gold,
I wouldn't
gold.
say for free, but you wouldn't pay as much.
You leave my
But
Somali Bantus alone. That's racist.
That is
Anyways, continue.
mm, Lawrence, by the way, I want to ask you a question, very simple one. Like, do you think, do you approve that you have to pay some girl's family, even though you love each other and you want to marry, but you have to pay their family for the girl? Do you think,
You
do you
have to you have to
like,
con
do
you
you
have
have
to
to,
con
approve it? Do you approve it? Like, I'm asking, like,
Um,
ethical position.
It's not about ethical, it's about Islam. Any, do you guys
No,
know
no,
about
it's about
meher?
Islam. I know,
You
but
have to take care of
It's
her parents.
Islamic. Yeah, we have
like
to. It's
You
every
have
culture.
like
to.
If
you
you're a
don't have.
Muslim, yes, you have to.
I think you have to give something that is symbolic. But nowadays, some people act like they're selling. I mean, I'm not gonna say selling, but they act like they want money from their daughter. So, and that's the thing that I don't agree with. If it's a symbol, I feel like all culture does that. But when it become like 200,000, 300,000, and stuff like that, it seems like you're selling your daughter. That's what I think.
300,000 is
Basically,
unrealistic.
basically,
Yeah, it's unrealistic.
Yeah,
100%.
basically, let's say you have a daughter. Let's say you have a daughter, right?
yeah. If
And
I
you and any father loves his daughter greatly. Like I've seen the way my dad is with my sister. He would do anything
yeah,
for his little girl. You feel me?
yeah.
So I'm saying, imagine a man just comes to your house and like him and your daughter get to know each other, and he's infatuated with your daughter. He wants to build a life with your daughter and get married to your daughter.
Okay.
Are you just gonna let him just run off into the sunset with your daughter,
No,
the person
listen.
you've been
Okay.
raising for 20 years?
No, listen. This is what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna figure out which family this guy come from, because what I believe, if you come from like a really weird family, I'm not gonna fucking give you my daughter, and I'm gonna make sure that you're a good person for my daughter. But it's not gonna be about money. For me, it's gonna be about like the character of the person, because money is nothing, man. Money comes and go.
Money does come and go.
Yeah,
But if
so
money is nothing, then why are the families asking for
because they want money.
Because the
it?
Prophet
Because they want
sallallahu
money.
alaihi
Okay.
wasallam
Okay,
said you had to pay dowry.
because it's culture,
Yeah,
right?
You
but
have
a
to pay.
dowry should
It's a
be a
part of our
dowry should be a
religion.
symbol. It
Okay, it's
shouldn't be so
culture. It's
much.
religion. It's part of culture.
It's our
Culture is not
religion.
a
You're
fixed thing.
supposed
It's
to
not
pay.
religion,
Changing
it's culture.
by time. It's changing by time. Are you doing anything to change it?
I think what we do now is like they use the culture and they say it's religion. The culture and the religion is really two different things. Paying a dowry, you need to pay for. It has to be as a symbol. You're not paying the person, because like there is some case, man. If I pay too much
Symbol of
money
what
for,
exactly? Symbol of what?
like, when I say symbols, like, okay, I raised my daughter, okay, for you to get my daughter, okay, this is maybe in my culture, this is this you have to do, but I'm not gonna ask you like a lot of money or stuff like that, feeling like I'm telling my daughter. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't agree with. But Fargo, you can tell us.
So like if a girl wants to marry a man, like a very honest man, a very honest Muslim man, but he doesn't have the money for it, then he can't marry her, right?
In that
No.
Is that
case,
correct?
if no, in that case, that you don't have the
What?
money to, like, if you like, not all of us are gonna have $50,000 just to spend on someone. Not all of us are gonna have $100,000 just to spend on someone. You can pay that money slowly, but you're gonna end up paying that money either way.
And it really depends on
So
your
like,
income. Yeah.
okay.
It's
So
because
like
you're
No one's
what
gonna
born.
happens?
no one's gonna
Though,
force you
though,
to go
though, I want to
outside of
ask you.
your living standard.
Mhm.
No
I want
one's
to
gonna
ask you
force
another
you to do that.
question. Like
But that,
he
like,
can
as a
spend
father,
the like he
if
can
you would want
spend the
my daughter,
money.
I would want you to pay
Mhm.
that money up
Okay,
front.
we finish.
But if you can't pay it up front, I'll be down to do some finance with you.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this one. So, uh, so the guy your daughter wants to marry can like spend that money providing for her family, like their family. Sorry, like he can spend the money for the family, but he's not spending the money for the family. He's giving the money to like girl's family, girl's father, right? Why why isn't he spending the money on the girl he wants to marry?
Could I
Like he can
answer?
buy some things for her.
You
Okay,
have to
please go on.
you have to take care of the parents. That is just a must. You have to take care of the parents. You
Okay.
Can
have
I
to.
say something?
You're taking their daughter in their old age while they're not able to work anymore. They can't even fend for themselves anymore. You just took away something
Okay.
someone that was gonna take care of them in their old age. You're gonna have
Where's
So
the
to.
isn't it the
parents
You're
same?
gonna
Isn't
have
it
to
the
intent?
pay for that.
same? Okay, Fargo. I'm gonna ask another question. It's that like when the boy leaves the family, like it has to have some value as well, right now. Okay.
السلام
So
عليكم ورحمة الله
so
وبركاته.
why don't you
Walaikum
pay
salam wa
money
Walaikum
rahmatullahi
for
wa
the
salam.
barakatuh.
guy who wants to marry? Isn't he valuable?
The guy,
Yes. Why don't you pay money for him as well?
you know what my dad taught me as a young boy? He taught me a man is 100% and a female is 50%. You get what I'm saying? So as a
Don't
man,
you
that's
think
what
it's discriminating the genders?
as a man, that's 100%. You're supposed to be able to take care of your family and also be able to take care of your mother and your mother and your father in their old age. You're supposed to do both,
Okay,
or
like
you can't call yourself a
why
man.
isn't
You can't
he
call
Man and
yourself a
woman
man.
splitting
are
the
not
money?
equal, you're saying.
Yes. But I don't understand that. Like, why doesn't girl pay for the family of the man he marries to?
And because it's
Because it's not
religion.
expected from a female. It's not expected from a
So
female.
so
As a
it's
man,
not
قرداش
you're
related to
supposed to
value
pay
then,
dowry.
right? It's not
قرداش
related
sorry
to
to inter
value then.
قرداش sorry to interrupt, but maher is strictly for the woman and not the
Yes.
woman's family. And I am sure, Qardash, that you Turkish people also are Muslim, and that within the Quran you are told to pay the woman mahr. Okay, this money does not go to her family. This is money that she requests for herself.
After
Okay,
divorce, right?
doesn't have to be after divorce. You
In
pay.
in case of this,
No, this is money that belongs to her. This is her money. Okay,
But they saying that you have to
she can
pay the
request.
family too.
This
They're
is.
saying that you have to pay the family too. You pay her and you pay the family.
no,
Where
this is
That's
does
not
that say
true.
in the Quran you have to pay her family?
not the mihir that
Can
you're
you
talking.
show me the
Pay,
verse,
you don't pay
I
the.
mean, that's
chapter
what the
and
Somali
verse?
culture say. That's what
Yeah,
the book
Somali
say.
culture, yarad, yarad. If you want to pay her family, yeah, it's part of our culture. We do that. This is our custom. This is our culture. But meher, this is strictly religious obligation upon the man.
Okay, thank you, Silmi. And we're gonna hear Zainab and Amal, and then we're gonna close the room with respectfully. Okay, please, Zainab, please go on.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. I just wanted to say some points because I've been listening for a while and I just really about the title and about the earlier discussion. So I just don't want to be interrupted because so I can concentrate on my what I'm going to say. So earlier you was talking about Somali culture and about obviously the title says Somali men don't deserve Somali women. Now I'm Somali. I grew up in the UK. My parents were migrants that came to the UK. Gosh, my father probably migrated here in the 40s. There were hardly any Somalis living in the UK. It was just
We
Seaman
don't want your
families.
life story.
Gold, could you just not interrupt me? I'm just giving a brief background of what I am, so
Yes, yes,
so
please.
people can understand. So yeah, so Somali. So I've always gone to Somaliland. I go there every year. Okay, I live in a community where I interact with Somalis every day. Where I live in a small city in the UK. There's over 10,000 Somalis. I've run a charity and I've helped them. I mingle with my community. I'm bilingual. I speak my language. I go to I was there in my country again in the summer. I was there for about 3 months. I've taken international workers over there. When I take international workers to do international development in Somaliland, I make sure they understand the culture, the do's and don'ts, what you can do, what you cannot do. Okay. And about, I would say, this bit about Somali men don't deserve Somali women. Somali men, I would say our Somali men are amazing men. They're very, very good men. They're very respectful to us. You might get some men that might abuse some women, but that happens in all cultures. But the vast majority of Somali women, I'm talking about Somali women that I interact with daily, who's got children, who got families, yeah, and they're very happy with their men. Yeah, Somali women are very strong, independent women. We run the household. We're a very like what we say goes, but we also respect our men and they respect us. So that kind. So I was really shocked about some of the
boqorad ku
comments,
soco.
but obviously, I'm not saying that you can't like generalize because of one bad example of somebody's had with one Somali man doesn't mean it's the vast majority of Somali men.
Of
Like
course.
that's not the case. Yeah. Somali men they do their responsibilities. We have a culture, we have our family, we have our elders. If somebody misbehaves, we go to
So why are most
the
Somali women single
Gold,
mothers?
please
okay.
don't interrupt.
Somali
Gold,
women are single
Walaal
mothers for many
Zainab,
different
I
Somali
just want
women
to
are
ask the
tell me. Please
Please
don't
don't
interrupt.
interrupt.
Yeah, let me just finish. Somali women are single for many other reasons. Yeah, okay, but there's lots of single women as well with other women in different communities. Yeah, but for me, is my father, Elijah Hammer, my brothers, my uncles. They have been very very respectful to me. They're very respectful to my daughters. But because you see a large proportion of Somali women that are single, that's for different reasons. Everybody, no marriage is perfect. Yeah, but you cannot generalize a whole load of Somali men. I mean, say Somali men are bad on Somali women. They let us run the household. When I look at my Asian friends and when they get married and the way they're not allowed to travel or go abroad or go anywhere without their men, we don't have that. I'm allowed to travel. I've been able to go all over the world or do whatever I want to do or go to work. I earn my own money. My husband will never take my money from me. Yeah, he provides for us. He pays for everything. So it's different. I don't. They know their responsibilities and they respect. And if they mess around, if a Somali man messes around, a Somali woman would chuck that man out the house. She would not take any nonsense from him. You know but we have mutual respect with each other. If you're seeing a whole load of single women, but that is just part, maybe you don't know their individual circumstances. I don't know what's happened in their marriage, but where I live in a place where there's 10,000 Somalis. Vast majority of my friends are married to Somali men. They're happy, they've got children. Everybody supports each other. But some of the statements maybe you were making, I don't know where they was coming from. And by the way, another thing I just wanted to tell you, obviously, like,
I look at
you know,
statistics and just
Gold,
say,
please don't interrupt.
Go.
Zainab, please wrap it up.
statistics gold. By the way, something I do a lot of stuff on. I campaign a bit FGM data and I expose FGM propaganda. Yeah, I do this. I write about it. I do media events. I do events. The whole data that is put on these systems are very deceiving, and you can't just believe what they say as well. You have to be living in a community. I live in a community of 10,000 Somalis, and my friends are married to Somali men. We have daughters. We're married. We're happy. We're happy with our Somali men. They are kins to us. They appreciate us. Yeah. And this bit about the meher, when we get married, they give us our meher. Yeah.
Thank you
There's
so much.
no issue with this. So I'm just saying, there may be some Somali men that are bad, but everybody has their own individual reasons. Yeah, but vast majority Somali men love Somali women love Somali men. Yeah,
Just like
and
every
even the
culture.
people back
Yeah.
home.
Okay,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
like
please,
every
please
culture.
wrap it
Yeah,
up, Zainab. Please.
Amal,
yeah. Okay, that's fine. I just
Amal,
wanted
right?
to.
Am I speaking? Am I
Thank you, Zainab.
pronouncing right? Amal?
Yes, Emil. Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Thank you very much.
I just
We are waiting
wanna.
for you, and you're going to be our last.
Can I be added to the
And
queue?
Uhuru is there as
And,
well.
I'm
She
sorry.
will
I
be the last.
Same
sorry.
here. Plus, you
That's
asked for men as well.
Bro, you
sure.
talked earlier, so like we have to wrap it up here, and we are
Okay,
gonna listen to Amal and Uhuru. Then we'll close the room. Amal, please go.
sure. If you guys can please not interrupt me, I would really appreciate it. The sister that was speaking before me said a lot of the things I wanted to say. Zainab, well done, well said, amazing point. I just want to add, like, every culture has its ups and downs. Every culture has its good and bad. I cannot come to one place in one room and say I was here for 6 months and I have known about that culture, about that community. I've been watching Turkish shows for almost 2 years. I cannot say I know much or a lot about the Turkish people or their men and their women, how they are. Obviously, this title doesn't
But
open
that's
room
not what Emre
for
says, right?
learning. Yeah, yeah. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. I'm
Okay,
not
but
saying he said
Emre
that.
Emre didn't say that.
No, no,
Emre
no, no.
didn't say that though.
No, no, no. I'm saying
What?
being in a room doesn't add up to anything. Let me just finish, please. I didn't interrupt
Right.
anyone,
Please.
and I
Okay.
hope I can give the same respect. You can write down your
Yes, yes,
points,
please.
maybe, and then you can let me know I'm here and I'm willing to talk about it. I just wanted to say, like, obviously, social media doesn't say much about me being a Somali, married to a Somali man. My father, who's a Somali, my mom, Allah Yarhamha, who passed away, who's a Somali. I come from a generation also, some of us are married outside of our culture as long as they're Muslim. The thing is, a lot of the question that was asked, I feel like it wasn't for Somali Namadeni, it wasn't for Somali people, it was more for Islam. And there's always room to learn about everything as long as there's respect, as long as there's open conversation, and that we listen to each other from everyone, like, not only from one particular people, from listening to Somali men, from listening to Somali women, and obviously bringing the dean up, because a lot of the question when I was listening had to deal with the dean saying things like there was this one sister who mentioned stupid culture that destroyed us. It was better when Italy and British was ruling. Obviously, everyone knows the effect of colonialism. We don't want to bring that up. Saying things like you can get a Bantu women, they're free. It's very offensive. We can never, like, this whole thing, painting one person with a single story is the issue in a whole lot of these things that's happening. Right now, if I Google about women in Turkey, all these negativity can come up. All these negative things that are saying about what's happening in women in Turkey comes up. And now I'm not saying there's no negativity there. And I'm not saying there's not women who are being oppressed there. Women are being oppressed everywhere, but there's also women who are getting their rights also and fighting for it. But this whole negativity that's being painted with Somali men and Somali women, it's really dangerous, and I really didn't like it as a Somali woman. I am treated like a queen in my house. I've been giving the respect, and not only by my Somali fellas or my Somali family members, but my religion even gives me this freedom and then gives me this rights and give me this crown in my head. See, the thing is, I always have issues when they tell me, do you not support women rights and everything? I do support women rights, but also I want women who are feminists and so on to support my right for covering up, for wearing hijab, for loving my religion, for being proud of my ethnicity and who I am. The question I heard was about the boyfriend and girlfriend. Again, it goes back to where the root of Islam, our religion. As a Muslim woman, do I want to have a boyfriend? No. Is this something my culture I bet told me I cannot do? No. Before my culture, it's my religion. My religion didn't allow me, as a free woman who chose to follow my religion of Islam, who's been blessed with this religion. I follow this religion. I follow my religion proudly, and I'm going to say no. And it has nothing to do with oppression. It's my choice, and it's the choice I have made. Trying to make, the brother who wanted to move to Somalia, and he said he wants to know about the culture and about the women. You have a right to talk, to learn about it, no problem. But when you come under such title and say you want to learn, there is no room to learning because you block that bridge right now. We're coming here with our guards up, defending our culture, defending our men before we even spread that knowledge. Right? If you want to learn sincerely about the Somali community, go to your local community and learn about the Somali and see their generosity and the good that they do. If that's how you are going to learn firsthand. Are they all the same? I'm not going to tell you everyone is the same, but you're going to see. As a Somali, I came from Middle East. We came here with our family, not knowing where to live in Canada. I'm kind of resigning in Canada right now. But you know what? It was the Somali culture connecting people and welcoming that made us have a community in a strange land that we didn't know anyone. So that's the good about the Somali community too. Find the community and you'll find what you're looking for and you can go from there. And I'll
Thank you very
end
much,
it.
Emma. Thank you very much. Thank you very
By
much
the
for
way,
your
I
contribution.
have to say
Beautiful,
that
Amber.
Emre didn't say like I know you very well. I know what you do. He didn't say that. He said that like there's this topic. Like if it is wrong or right, it doesn't matter. It's been coming up in Somali rooms. Okay, Amal. That's what Emre said. That's different from saying knowing like some culture completely.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
I have to
I and
correct that.
then you can correct that. I'm saying I've heard that comment, and I'm saying I was replying in general to it. But thank you for bringing that up.
Amal, thank you.
What?
Personally, I think that was the most reasonable speech I heard tonight.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Thank you for being so respectful towards us, Amal. Okay, let's hear Uhuru. Uhuru, are you there? Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome to our room.
thank you. Marhaba. Um,
Uh,
so I'm late to the party. Um, I'm wondering, you said that this conversation has come up in Somali specific rooms. The title is very is very interesting to me, and I've heard a little bit about what other people have said. I guess I'm curious about what brought this specific conversation up. I know that there are almost 5,600 Somalis in Turkey. There are commonalities in religion, in customs, there's similarities, there's trade, there's all sorts of things. Turkey is supposed to be launching its first, I don't know, satellites from Somalia. So there's agreements there. I guess with all of that, why wouldn't you be familiar with some of the questions that you've been asking today, just on account of the number of Somalis that are current? I'm assuming you're all in Turkey. So it seems like there should be a degree of familiarity there already in relation to the religious aspects that you guys were asking questions about, because you share the same religion. Um,
Yeah, we may
so
share,
yeah.
but the practice is different. It looks different there.
Okay, so Turkey is a conservative culture when it comes to dating as well, apart from its movies, which is interesting. So, I mean, conversations about conservatism, that is in Turkey. So that is a question mark for me as to what sort of customs it is that you're looking to understand. Mehed is something that is custom in Turkey. So is this a response room? Was there a room made by Somali
No,
men
no, this
about
is not a
Turkish women?
response room.
Okay,
This room is open because Arjan here, my friend, will work in Somalia, and he wants to know a bit about the culture and man and woman relationships.
Urjan, is that you in
Okay.
your profile photo?
Yes.
You don't have wives already?
No, I'm a.
Wives? What do you mean by
No,
wives?
I'm just asking.
But it's plural,
I,
right? What do you
I'm
mean
just
by that?
I'm asking. We we
I'm
we
a.
are in a
I'm
faith
a
where you can
healthy
have more
single
than
man.
one wife.
I'm
Um
a healthy single man. Uhuru.
okay, are you familiar with the word fetishizing or
What do you?
fetishization? Do you know that term in relation to the ways in which the conversation has been had
You can tell
about
us what
women?
you want to say. What you have to say. Please
Okay,
tell me.
so
Please
You
go
don't have
yeah,
directly,
sure.
to.
Huru. You don't have to like go
Uh,
around it.
No, I'm not beating around the bush. I'm asking
No, no,
questions while
no. Go,
trying
go
while
on,
trying to
please.
remain
No. Yeah, I
respectful.
know what you're
We're
saying.
we're doing a cultural exchange here, right? That's what's
Yeah, sure.
happening. So let me be respectful while
Is it
trying
about my
not to hit
profile
home.
picture here?
No, no, no. I mean, no. I mean, presumably you are searching for young women. I mean, you appear older. But anyways, that's something else. That so there's something called fetishizing, especially on the African continent. And what seems to be happening here is a conversation around stereotypes and specifically around sexual desire, fetishizing and stereotypes. Somali women are being objectified in this conversation. And it's
Not
strange to
actually, but
me.
if we
Come on.
offended you, I'm sorry, but it's not about any.
It's not about offense. It's just
We,
about the reality
there
of the
is no
way the conversation.
intention to talk
I
about
know. I know.
sex
I'm not saying that you're
here.
being offensive, but I'm telling you that the way in which this conversation is being had is that title is provocative. I assume you intended it to be provocative. That Somali, first of all, you have almost 5,600 Somalis in your country. I've been to Istanbul. I'm aware of the level of entrepreneurship and just presence of Somali people. So the first thing you ought to know is that it's Somali, not Somalian. I think you would know that already. So there's a cultural tip. The second part is fetishizing African women, whether they're Somali or Kenyan or Nigerian or Ugandan. This conversation, the whole room, the way that it's being held,
Uhuru,
is a
Uhuru,
conversation
can I say
around
something?
fetishizing.
Very
Sure,
simple.
Ines. Sure, Ines. Go ahead.
This title comes from a Somali woman, like who opened a clubhouse room. Okay.
So a Somali woman opened this specific room?
Yes, with the same title.
Hi
Like
guys,
it's not
sorry.
Somalian,
But
it's
but
Somali.
I'm sorry I
unfortunately,
was not available
No
for a
problem.
minute, but I want to say something to Uhuru to make it clear. We are not here to provocate meet people, and this title does not belong to us. I have been visiting Somali rooms in Clubhouse for over 6 months now, and I met some woman who used the same title like here, and she was accused as of being ajnabi, and there were so much men who were accusing him for very insulting her, and she created this room, and we just copied and pasted from there. Yes, I understand your perspective, but what I said was I know something about Somalia, and I don't know some things about Somalia, and I'm here to learn what I don't know about Somalia. Okay, that's what I
And I'm here
said.
to bridge that gap,
And the
right?
title, yeah, and the title
I'm
comes
here to
from a
teach
Somali
you.
woman. Yeah, yeah, sure, of course. But this title comes from a Somali woman who have been accused and insulted by Somali man just because that she want to have in a relationship with anyone, not just Somali men. Okay, and she was insulted and accused, and this is the copy paste from her clubhouse room,
Is she
so
in
it
this
doesn't belong
room?
to us.
Is she in this room?
She's not here in this room. I wish
Okay.
she was here, but she's not here. I follow her, but she's not here. I wish she was here.
Have you heard of white male saviorism or saviorism? Have you heard of that? Are you
Yeah.
Ines, Erkan, Embry, all of you three? It's interesting. You all start with E's. You're all men. So, and none of you are Somali. So, thank you for clarifying. You copied and pasted this from that room. She's a Somali woman, whatever she wants to have up there. That is a different discussion altogether. None of you are Somali. So, I mean, if you want to approach this conversation from a place of good faith, then you would have come up with your own title, I think, as opposed to perhaps
Okay,
swooping
that's
in
your
as a
idea,
hero.
and thank you very much for sharing your idea with
I'm a
us. But we
Somali
are not here
woman.
to do what your
I'm
idea
a
is.
Somali woman to
Okay.
share the cultural nuances. You said that you wanted to learn, so it's not an opinion. What I'm actually sharing is called facts. So there is something in literature called fetishizing, and fetishizing is actually linked, especially when it comes to African women. And Turks are actually, in some ways, as we understand, connected to Europe. So I will refer to you guys as white in this specific perspective. You are playing into racial tropes right now. And there's a specific way that women in East Africa and the Horn of Africa are fetishized and
Yeah,
sexualized
I
It's
have one
that
not
question
actually
for
a
you, Uhuru.
that
racial
causes
thing, though,
harm.
I
Uhuru.
have
It's
one
a
question.
That
cultural
causes harm.
guys,
learning.
I have one
let
question
me.
for you.
Could you
It's about
please let me?
culture, Uhuru.
Uhuru,
We never talked about the
you
race
came
here.
late into this room, but
Yeah.
I've been subject to a racist speech in this room, in this very room, by
Yes.
an African person, right, and
That's
someone
unfortunate,
from
but
Somalia,
yeah,
who
that's fine.
said that
Okay.
I look disgusting. I look
That's
disgusting
not
because I am
racism.
white.
That's not racism.
I look
What?
disgusting because I am white.
Yeah, I'm
That's what
sorry,
she
Erkan.
said.
I have to be
Okay,
honest, and I'm
cool.
being
Nice.
respectful.
Isn't
I
That's
that
want
not
to say
that's
something.
not the
racist?
That's
definition of
racist.
racism.
That there,
Isn't
many
that
No,
things happen.
racist?
There were
Like
no,
race.
you
Mike.
are disgusting because you're white. Like
I mean,
saying this
Mike.
isn't
He's not.
racism.
No, that's not racism.
Okay, cool.
No,
That's
Wow.
not racism in
Can
your
you give us
book.
no,
an
it's not
example of
racism. It's
racism
Look,
then,
prejudice.
Uhuru?
He's
Ines,
being
Please.
that's not
it's
racism in
prejudice, and
her
it's
book. Okay,
lookism. He's
Uhuru,
telling
I
you
have a
what he
question to you.
thinks about what you look
Do you
like.
think to talk about war criminals, do you have to be a war criminal?
So here's the issue, right? You guys are Turks who don't understand how racial politics work, and you are coming in and having a very provocative title in a way to like poke at Somali men in a very racialized way while you're actually playing into tropes of fetishizing African women as foreigners to Africa. So if you understand, sex tourism happens in Africa. We have
That's
men
not
that
what we
look
want.
like Erkan
This
No,
is
no,
you're
no.
every
trying to
day.
change our
That
That
intentions
no,
here,
hasn't
and
you
I'm
been
guys
not
are
going to let
talking
you do
about
that.
history
buying
ever.
I'm not
Somali
going to let you
women.
do that
You
because that's
asked
not
how
our
much.
intention. That's not our intention. This is not what we are here for. We are not labelizing anyone. And if you're coming up here and talk about what are the this is in that is in literature, I'm sorry, I don't have time to listen to that. Okay, you can leave. Thank you very much. You are telling me that you are here to learn. You're here to teach, but I can't see anything that I can learn from you because you are. I'm sorry, but you're not a civilized person that I can have a conversation with. Okay, and I think this room has reached up to a point where we cannot go any further. So if there is anything else that you want to add, please add it, or I will close the room in
Yeah,
1 minute,
I
please.
want to say something to Erjan.
Yeah.
Uh,
Please.
if that's you in the picture, Erjan, you will have problem finding a Somali woman, okay? The
I'm.
only type,
I
Okay.
don't find any. I don't have any problem finding women anywhere.
yeah, I'm just saying, right? But if you look
Look at
like
the picture
Kevan,
closely. Come
but
on.
if you look
I'm.
like Kevan Tatlato, it would have been
Okay,
different,
okay,
right?
We are
that's a
not
lot of
here to
points. That's a lot of
talk
points,
about
but
sex tourism in Somalia. We are not here to find Somali woman to date or marry with. We are not here to accuse anyone with anything. We don't need any
But I thought Erkin
intention
said he
to be
wanted a Somali
yeah,
offensive.
I
wife though.
think
No, we were asking
Amal and
questions. We even
Zainab
asked
were the
questions about
only
Erkin, would you
LGBT
two
not want
or
a
marriage
Somali wife?
in Somalia too. We don't want that. We are here to learn, man. We are
I.
here
All
to
right,
learn
so
I
about
no,
may want to
I just
what
want
because
is
to
I.
go.
happening
I want
between
to. I want to
them.
Fargo.
continue the. I want to
Fargo.
continue the
Fargo.
conversation a little bit.
Fargo.